Okay, I've been working. It's 20 after 4 Saturday. This is the smoke that I had. This was a smoke that I had built some time ago, and it was one of my first prototypes for the diesels. What I wanted to give it was less length because you don't have the nose issue like you do with the steam engine, but I also wanted to give it more depth so I could have more volume of the fluid so you didn't have to refill it so often. So I made it this shape. I had to fabricate the lid because the bolt pattern was a little unique. The only thing I have left to do is to drill the 2 holes for the resistor to poke out, and then I can set this up and test it, fill it with the compact the filler material and put some oil in it and light up the heater and see it go. The other thing I did was I refit these motors. I did them both. You see a little grumble, it's on the ground though. It's not that. This one's a lot quieter. Oops, sorry, I keep forgetting to aim. This one's quieter. With that, when the motor was out on the table and I turned it on and it was grindy, I put a tiniest drop of oil on the bearings and ran it, wiped it down, ran it again, and it was silent. You couldn't even tell if it was running. Without anything on the shaft, it was just moving, but you didn't know. So that's good. The other part of the day I spent configuring my setup for this assembly. And what I have found, some parts I used before, I'm going to trim this back off here, slide this up and trim this off, but this is the 2 volt regulators that we need, one for the fan and one for the smoke heater. Here I have a little sled, little park bench you might think of it, for the rectifier, and I usually fasten that in with a big tie wrap, set that in there somewhere. It's got to go somewhere, okay? Could go up here maybe. Then I found this tray that I had used on the, if you saw the video for the Indian tribute, the Atlantic I did for Gary Thompson, and turned out real well. This was the control board tray, and then this was the speaker tray, and this was the box end for the speaker. So I do stack them and I keep them compact, and that seems to work. I did have a volt regulator here, but since I have 2, I guess I could try to stuff them in there, but then that means I only have this much room for the smoke, and you see that's not exactly going to work. So what I'm thinking is I might have to mount this, I'm thinking above somewhat, mount it up above. There's space there, build a little pedestal for it and stick it up, do the thing. Then I had to check and see, well, how much room do I have to get in and out of this thing with my board? And this is the depth of this top. I mean, it's not that great. This will clear. This will barely clear if I'm accurate. Let me see. Oh, I was doing the wrong thing. I apologize. Here we go. Oh yeah, it'll clear by gobs. That'll clear by gobs. This will not clear by gobs. Oh God, what's he saying to me? Oof. Not by gobs. I'm just gonna have to make a template of this thing and see what I can do. It has to, well, this could be cut off, so this could be sit down lower, a little lower, and the motor could hang out. I don't know. We're gonna have to check into this, unless there's room up here. Is there room up here for something? No. Is there room that way? Maybe. So maybe the speaker could go like this up here. Maybe. Oh, that'd be fun. Come right out the cab then, huh? If the speaker could go up there, then this could slide all the way back to there, and that would give me all the room I would need. Trim that down, move him up, move these up to there. Yes, that would work. So maybe I have to put a speaker in the nose somehow, some way. Well, that comes up to there. So if it comes to there, if that bolt comes to that bolt, then that's flat. And now there's, oh wait, there's this here. Oh, that's for that. That's the pins for the soundboard. They're not used. I mean, I could cut them or bend them. Or I could go to one side. Look at that. If I went to one side, it could hang over. In fact, that's the connector for the speaker. So if I went to one side, it could work. It could work. There's a chip here that's missing, so it's going to have to be up. The wiring then would have to be run down, you know, wiggle waggle. But this is it. This is sort of how I'm going to have to stuff this thing, it appears, and make sure I have room for everything. But as you can see, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? It's a little crowded, but it's not that bad. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is going to be way too tall, but if I take this off, you know, oops, let's pretend I get this way, then I could just stick this, you know, this end here, right down in there, glue it right down in there, and then just come up with a pair of U-shaped outlets there and there. There's where they are. There. So it could work. Don't know where it'll fit. I mean, where it'll be in here, but it'll be like that. You know, it's not bad. It's going to be tight. I have to get a shoehorn out, that's for sure. Oh, and then I forgot this guy. I got to put this guy somewhere. I don't know if he could fit on the top of that. That's getting pretty tall. If I put him on the top of that, you know, maybe if he goes on the side, maybe he can go on the side next to it like that. Yeah, maybe that's it. That's not bad. That's not bad. I could go like that. Cut that off, slide them up, put the speaker up here on one side. Wiring all goes around it. You could go right there, just like that, right like that. Or could he? Well, yeah, because that's that piece. So yeah, this is all back here. Sure, he could go there. He could go further up even. Yeah, he could go up to here. He could go up to there. Yeah, I'm positive. Now, the challenge though is if you have to grind something off. You know, if I have to grind off this mounting pad to make room for the speaker, that's always a concern. I hate to do that, but sometimes you just have to. Okay, well, that's where we are. Nothing to show and tell, but I will later. Oh, and I have this part I just printed out, so I gotta get that mounted up. I may do that now since I want to take a break. Mount this up and see how my wire works that way. I think it'll be just fine. Just have to unsolder that piece there. All right, that's it for now. I'll try to get something done by 5:30 and post it. But if not, this may be all you see is the getting ready part. Okay, later.